Hey everyone, Scott Cunningham, aka Scottsy Business. Today we're going to be talking about my crypto and blockchain social media March earnings. So I guess a lot of people are really interested to see how much is someone able to earn on different blockchain platforms. And I guess that makes sense. I do these reports every now and then, but I think I'm just going to start doing these every month. And if you guys are interested in this, please let me know, and I will have that much more motivation to go and ensure that I do these every month, because it is a little tedious to go back and manually count all of my earnings, so that I can ensure that I'm also not being inaccurate. So yeah, please let me know if this is really useful for you guys, because it does take a lot of time for me to go and get all this information. I will say though, I'm really excited to announce that I hit my goal. So my goal for this year was make $500 a month Canadian in my fiat currency in worth of crypto every month from earning from blockchain and crypto monetized social media platforms. So this was the first month that I actually earned this much. And ideally, I will be able to keep this up, or by the end of the year, at least for several months, I'm earning about 500, because I don't want to earn 500 and then just 300, 200, 200, 100, 300. Ideally, I will be able to keep this up and keep this going. So that's my goal for this year. I've already reached it in April, so that's really, really exciting. I'm confident that I'll be able to keep this up. So let's just jump into it. I will show you a few, screen shares of the actual platforms, or we'll take a little bit of a look at that, but only very briefly. I think you guys are really just interested in the actual amounts. So if you want to just pause the screen here, you can look at it all for yourself. Otherwise, we'll briefly go through it. So PublishOX is one of my favorite platforms. It is very, very consistent. It is very crypto and blockchain focused, but I do think that as they continue to grow, it's good for people to get in there and start their niches early. So at the valuation of when I checked, this was worth about $91.78 US. And this is just from post rewards, because on some platforms, there's different ways to earn. This was entirely earned from posting my content and then getting paid for it. And I can actually show you real quick. If I go to that's LBRY. If I go to PublishOX right now and I go to my dashboard, you can see clearly that my lifetime earnings, you can see right here, that is my lifetime earnings of BAT. And I have earned in other coins as well. This was just kind of what I've mainly earned. And you can see what I've earned for April. Not for March, obviously, but this gives you some idea. I've already started recently earning Loop Ring, so that's really cool. That is their new sponsored token that they have on the platform. So, you'll start seeing Loop Ring tokens being added as well. So that's really good to see. And I do earn a pretty good amount from them. So I highly, highly recommend. And I was only counting the BAT, right? So if you actually count all of my earnings, it was probably closer to $100 or more. But this was mainly what I was cashing out. So that's what I was mainly tracking. But again, you earn multiple currencies. So that it makes PublishOX really attractive, because they don't have their own currency that might hinder their platform if it goes down in value. Like what happened to Steem. When Steem crashed, about half of their active users stopped using the platform, and you don't want to see that happen. So they've avoided that issue here. And as you can see, I get pretty good views and earnings on every single post. So definitely keep PublishOX in mind for a platform that you could take advantage of. Brave browser is really, really cool. This isn't necessarily a blockchain social media platform, but you will earn BAT for all of your ad rewards, as well as if you sign up as a creator, you can get donations as well. So this was just for ad rewards. I didn't get any donations, but $4.91 for free is nothing to scoff at, because you don't even really notice the ads. I've got Brave browser open right now. The ad is just like a tiny little notification in the bottom right corner, and it goes away, and it's very, very unintrusive. And you can even tailor the ads to be what you want to see. So that's really cool. LBRY, I've earned a lot. LBRY is one of the few that I don't take out of because I put it all back into supports and boosting my content. But I was able to earn about $78 worth of LBRY tokens. They're actually worth more now, so this is a higher number than what I'm showing you. But 5,721 is basically what I earned for March. And they do make it pretty easy to track as well. If we go right now and take a look at my wallet data, it's updating a little. We'll go to that in a moment. But right now we'll look at Steem. So Steem, I got 650 Steem, and that is a really good amount. I earned quite a bit of Steem on Steem. I think it's starting to wind down a bit though with everything happening with Justin Sun. So I don't know how consistent this is going to be. So that is something I'm a little concerned about. But a lot of these every other platform I feel fully confident in. SoMee needs to be able to pay for your verification using crypto. That will make it really viable. Okay, here we are. So if I go and I look at my rewards, you can see what you earned for that month. So March, I earned 5,183, and then I just added up all these little individual ones for watching posts, like different little rewards that you get. And I just added all that up, and that's what the final number is. But it's nice that you can see what your earnings are every month, just very easily summarized for you. I think that's missing on a lot of platforms. And as you can see in April, I've almost already earned as much, even though I still got like a little over a week left. And I think the reason that I'm doing better is because I've slightly changed up my strategy for using supports. And I'll do another video on that soon. But just to briefly summarize, previously I was putting all of my LBC into one support, and now I'm spreading it out. And I think the actual spread, it's better to have many posts trending than one post trending at the top, because people might not go for that one post, but you've got a ton kind of scattered through. As they're scrolling through, they'll keep seeing you, and then maybe they'll click on one of them, and it'll give them more options to choose something that they might be more interested in. So it's a safer bet to be able to earn that way. And I've been using Claim All, which is an amazing feature that I will also do another video on. So if you guys are interested, I've got a lot of guides for LBRY coming out soon. So yeah, we talked about Steem. I just counted the rewards. Same with Hive. Hive is obviously less because there's less people using it, and it's worth a little bit less. But Hive is definitely a great platform, especially for people who are big supporters of the true original vision for Steem. Hive is kind of your new platform for that now. SoMee, really great platform. Unfortunately, you can't withdraw unless you're verified, and you can't verify without spending a bunch of money. So we're waiting for you to be allowed to use crypto spendings to be able to do that, and more specifically, the earnings that you've earned on the platform. Because I've already earned like $150 worth of SoMee, and if it only costs $100, then I want that $50. So we'll see how that plays out. But I only earned about $23 worth. But it was down for about 2 to 3 weeks because it was doing a massive change, and it'll probably be significantly higher next month. But we're still waiting. Christopher Kramer, the CEO, did say that in the next few months, we should see the ability to verify to do that. I still don't agree with having this at all, because there's no other platforms that you pay to verify on. And the only other platforms that did do that in the past shut down because they were scams. So that it's not a great look, but I'm not at all accusing them of being a scam. Float is just based on donations, so it's very minimal. $5 in BTC donations. Still super appreciate that for the people who did, because most platforms are giving you money from the platform. In some platforms like Float, it is actual donations from other people. So I really appreciate the people who went out of their way to give away their money because they felt my content was worth doing so. Uptrennd is worth very, very little, but you can still earn a decent amount over time. So 3,248 points ended up being about $12.65 earned from post rewards. Do note that almost for all these, it's basically off of post rewards. But on LBRY, you earn for watching, invites, a lot of different things. There's way more ways to earn on LBRY than anywhere else. On Steem, you can earn as well, like with delegations and different things. Now you can do that on Hive as well. But for the most part, a lot of these are just earned through making posts on these platforms. Mines, this was interesting because Mines Pro pays you a certain amount of Ethereum or Bitcoin or fiat currency. If you sign up through Stripe, they pay you for your traffic that you bring to Mines if you're using Mines Pro. So I've been using Mines Pro, and they recently 10x'd the amount that you will receive. So I was able to make about $24.75 and get that in the form of ETH from Mines just in the last month. That wasn't for the last month. It was about basically the last 3 months, but they've only 10x'd it for the last month. So we'll see that more regularly going forward, but we might not see this much next month. So again, I'm a little concerned I might not hit the 500, but if SoMee gets everything going, then I think that won't be hard to hit. But yeah, so the total ended up coming to about $353.72 US, which comes to $500 Canadian. And that is very close. But again, if SoMee is good to go and it's running normally, it would probably have looked more like 550, maybe even more than that. But we'll see going forward, and hopefully I can start including SoMee in the final calculations once I'm certified or verified on there as well. So again, I really want to thank everyone because I'm really excited that the fact that I was able to meet my goal so early on in the year. I'm not perfectly confident as to whether or not I'll be able to keep that up, but I will be trying my best. The reason that I have this goal, just to share, is I think it's really important to be able to show people, and the whole reason for even recording this video, I think it's important to be able to show people that crypto social media is viable to a great extent, right? $500 extra a month is nothing to scoff at. That's rent for some people, right? For me, that's paying a large portion of different things, right? That pays for my food and probably like my utilities and internet. And that's what I build a lot of my investing around. I like being able to pay for essentials in my life indefinitely. I'm also running a stock dividend portfolio, and I've been making videos recently about that. I'll be putting out another video very soon. And my goal for that is to be able to pay for my $75 cell phone bill every month in dividends. And currently I'm up to about $36, a little over $36 in dividends. And that is about halfway to my goal almost, so that I'll be able to pay for this for the rest of my life if I don't change my cell phone bill. And I think that's really important to have a goal that you're working towards, and being able to create new goals and achieve these things so that we can get to a point where we're financially free. Or what I like to use is earning passionate and passive income. Passive income from my dividends and passion income from making these videos, because I don't like calling it regular income, because most people look at income as like something you earn from, doing work that is so boring that you have to be paid to do it. Whereas I like to look at things where it's like, if I can do something I like and then get paid for it, I don't have to treat it so much as work. And I think that's a really important mindset to have when you approach these kinds of things. You don't originally go in trying to make money, but you will make money if you stick around long enough and you put in the work. So, I've been doing this for over 2 years, so it isn't instantaneous that you're going to be earning this much, but it's possible. And this is really encouraging for people who are like, yeah, but you need to have so many followers and it takes so long. Well, I've only got 1.8 thousand followers on YouTube. That's not very much. So when you compare that to legacy platforms where I couldn't earn anything on YouTube, and there's a lot of other people who are probably in the same position, they could go and use these platforms and potentially bring home a good amount of money. So there's a little bit more that I've written, talking about a book that I'm coming out with, where essentially it's called The Undiscovered Value of Your Content. I'm writing this to sort of show people that you can make money online and that you always had value in your content. You just weren't receiving that value unless you were on one of the platforms that I'm on. If you're posting on legacy platforms, you don't even know that your content has value because you're not being paid for it. And I think that's a really, really important way to look at it. So I've written a little bit more information here, and you guys can kind of look through all that. But regardless, I think it's a very important way to look at your money and looking for different ways to earn, right? I make music. I've included a little bit of extra information around my investing and ways to earn. Like, I make music and I earn royalties off that. Like I said, I'm writing this book and eventually I'll probably earn royalties off that. There's so many ways to earn passive income, but there's no way to earn passive income without working hard or putting money into it. So no matter what you do, you're going to have to invest money or time. And there's no cheat way or easy way to do this. This is something you have to work at, and eventually you can get to a point where you're doing really, really well. So I hope this was a good overview of the different earnings that I've received and what you can actually achieve in 1 month's worth of crypto earnings from social media platforms. And this is me trying to post every day, but not always posting every day. So, I mean, I don't actually expect everyone to be that dedicated, but in the time that we are in now, I think a lot of people have extra time and they could do something like this if they really put their mind to it. You could do it in the form of audio, video, writing. There's a lot of different ways that people consume content today. So, maybe give it a shot, and really give it a shot though. Don't just post a few times. Maybe do it for a month, and then you'll have an idea of whether or not this might be viable for you. But again, don't expect to be making crazy money. But I do think even making a small amount, because you'll earn for every even making a small amount is really encouraging for people who are getting started to continue knowing that their content has value. They're getting value for their content, given that you're providing value with your content. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Is there anything that you would like to see included in these reports, or any visuals or anything to make it a little bit more appealing to read? Let me know, and I will ensure to include this in the April report. That is coming up very soon, so I will definitely make sure to do that. And if you guys are interested in these reports, please let me know in the comments below so that I know to be more on top of this, so to speak, for each month. Anyways, if you did watch to the very end of this video, I really appreciate it. Make sure to comment #1ham in the comments below to let me know that you did. You are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Scott Cunningham, aka Scottsy Business, signing off. Cheers.